previously on Weathering the Storm.
We realized that this is a mission to take against fear. We need to assure Singaporeans of their fear of a pandemic outbreak stemming out from the dormitories.
And we sent in teams centered on the need to assuage and to reassure. These teams comprise of MOM, MOH, SCF and police. They went in with no great care and concern for their own welfare, but they knew that if they didn't do this, things could get out of hand.
Here is Rajendran Raja. He was one of the many migrant workers who have helped the Forward Assurance support team deployed at Homestay Lodge. At the medical post, Mr. Rajendran would note down the personal particulars and symptoms of visiting patients, swab test results, and the hospitals that they were sent to. At the dormitory, he kept track of the different isolation facilities that patients were living in at different stages of recovery from COVID-19. To show their appreciation, the team from FAST and the medical post surprised Mr. Rajendran on his birthday.
He takes very quickly to his job. He understands the processes that we needed. He understood the intent. He could get along very well with the medical staff and us as well. His command of English was good, and at the same time he had the bonus of being able to speak Tamil. So it was a very great synergy between the two of us, where he could facilitate some of the roles that we would normally have to commit one person to on the ground, and it significantly helped the team to focus on the more pressing matters in the dormitory.
So இங்க வந்து மெடிக்கல் பாயிண்ட்ல வேலை பார்க்கறதுல எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருக்கு. ஸோ லைஃப்பில் ஒரு டென் சொல்லலாம்ல, இந்தமாரி ஆர்மி ஆஃபீஸர் கூட, இந்த ஃபாஸ்ட் டீம் கூட, இந்த மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டும் சரி, இங்கே வேலை பார்க்குறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது நினைக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த வேலையை பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது. இந்த மெடிக்கல் பாயிண்டில் உள்ள வேலை பார்க்கும்போதும் ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இதனால தான் நான் வந்து வேலை பார்த்து ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கேன் வாலண்டியராக. ஸோ 5000 பேர் இருக்காங்க.
The coming together of men and women across whole of government agencies to ensure the well-being of migrant workers touched the hearts of many, including Rajendran Rajas. During the month of Ramadan, it was important to keep spirits high among the migrant workers in the dormitories.
We were planning for the operations during Ramadan. At a personal level, I was fasting as well. The mosques were closed as well. And within the context of family, when it comes to Ramadan, it's a time for us to break fast together, visit family members, and obviously this was not possible. So in keeping with that, I diverted that energy towards wanting to help the migrant workers fulfill their requirements of Ramadan. So in the context of the fasting, we work very closely with the Ministry of Manpower, the Islamic Religious Council of Singapore. We were set on wanting to make sure that the support was still available for them. From simple things such as the pre-dawn meals, as well as the breakfast meals, logistically. You're looking at more than 200,000 meals to deliver at 3-4 a.m. in the morning, and then quite consistently at about 5 to 6 p.m. before the breakfast meal. And on top of that, we were also managing the logistical requirements of people who are not fasting as well. And this presented as some of the challenges then.
It's 4 months of being in the dormitory, inside their own rooms. So definitely there was this sense of resentment and restlessness. We made sure that at least the salaries, remittance, and their food is taken care of. These are the 3 primary concerns. Working together with the MINDEF, the SAF team, it was more of trying to set the correct processes in place.
What was most memorable to me was really the teamwork at the Joint Task Force Assurance. We had a single focus. We were driven to make sure that this worked for ourselves as well as for the migrant workers. I also noted that there was a lot of outpouring of support, not only to those who are working day in, day out, but also for the migrant workers. You had random donations of people who wanted to just, give food, prayer mats, in the spirit of wanting to make sure that things were okay for everyone.
We worked for about a month to get the whole operations in place. I could see the excitement and the happiness from the migrant workers. It was actually palpable. So it was good for the migrant workers because finally, a chance for them to go out and start earning money and to get out of the dormitory.
As time went on, it got more challenging to maintain the morale of the migrant workers, especially during an event of a passing.
We have the task to do with the passing of a migrant worker. We have to spring into action to manage the situation and the sentiments as well as the psychological well-being of the close friends. This is something that we have never encountered in our jobs, our daily jobs, and this is the last thing that we expect will happen to us. And our upbringing as part of the armed forces had allowed us to quickly react to the situation, and as well as being psychologically resilient to this unfortunate event. We do own much of the success and the prosperity of Singapore now to the migrant workers who built the nation. So I think it is timely, it is befitting for us to contribute back to them, to help them through this crisis and to safeguard their well-being.
Touched by the efforts and contributions of the FAST teams, our migrant workers wanted to show their appreciation in more ways than one.
The sentiments were quite positive. We had a lot of migrant workers who thank us for what we have done for them and to ensure that they are safe and secure.
One memorial event that happened when I was working in the dormitory is that the workers gave me a surprise birthday celebration, which is really a big surprise to me. I didn't think that they would be so resourceful as to try and get a birthday cake for me. Because after all, they were not able to go out of the dormitory. But they managed to get a cake delivered, and we celebrated after the lunch distribution. This group of workers who usually help us during meal times, they are a great bunch of people who are very helpful, and everything that every time I have to deal with them, it just touches my heart.
There was this migrant worker who actually cooked a meal for me when I was on duty. And when he gave me the meal, he actually told me, I'm cooking this for you because you have sacrificed your family time to come here to help us. I think that touched me a lot. So that was very memorable for me.
They are take care for us very good, and we are happy. Thanks.
As Singapore battles the virus, the spirit of the community grew stronger as people from all walks of life contributed in one way or another to help one another through the pandemic.
I just hope that through our actions, we were able to provide them with the assurance and make this whole period less painful for them.
The intent is important. I think if you're in it for the right reasons, if you're clear about the intent of your operations, and you focus on people, and you're genuine about it, things will fall in place and everyone will come together and band together for a common cause. Notwithstanding the gravity of the pandemic, the challenge, I think at the end of the day, when we focus on people, whether it be they are at the receiving end or they're at the planning end of our operations, that will put us in good state, give us a good start to things.